Hello friends, welcome to BNB Techniques. My name is Sudhir Kumbhare, and in today's session we will see the installation of Python with some major IDEs, integrated development environment, and one more choice is there for the installation. You will come to know. Just be there till the end. You will come to know that. So let's start with the Python installation. So guys, here we are. Let's start with Python installation first. So what we have to do is open your Chrome browser and go to your Google prompt. Just type here download Python. You can see that option is appearing over here. Okay, you will get many links over there to get installed Python. Okay, but let's go with the official link. So the first one is the official link. Let's go over there, click over that link, and here you can see the available version of Python is 3.8.5, right? But guys, let me tell you, I'm not going to go with this version. I'm not going to install this latest version. I'm looking for some older version. So what version I'm going to choose is just calm down. I'm looking for version 3.8.3. 3.8.3. The reason is very straightforward. What happens now, whenever new releases are coming, there could be some issues, there could be some bugs which in future these companies are going to resolve, right? But I don't want to do that. Okay, and that's why I'm not going with this version. I want a stable version to be installed on my machine. I don't want to face any problem. That's why I'm going for this version 3.8.3. So just click over it, then click on this download link. So the exe is getting downloaded on my machine, right? So once this exe is downloaded, you just click over it and your Python installation will start. You will get very simple options like you must be doing it since your childhood, right? Just click on next button, just select the default path, and that's it. Your installation will be done. Okay. Okay. Why I'm not doing it? I have already done it, guys. It's already there on my machine. Okay. So just for showcasing you guys, I have opened this window, and this way you can do the installation. Okay, once you do the installation, how to verify your Python installation is successful? We have a way over here. Just click on your Windows search box, just click Python, or just type Python over there, and you will be able to see these options which you can see on my screen. You will get IDLE and then Python 3.8. What is this IDLE? IDLE is just like a shell command on Linux environment. Just like Windows have command prompt, the same way we have IDLE for Python. Okay, so if your Python installation is successful, you will be able to see these options. Just click over it. We will see what is this IDLE. Okay, click over it. You can do some operations, you can run some programs over here, you can write some programs over here, you can do some scientific operations over here. Okay, so let's try something. 4 plus 6, see 10, it's working, right? So you can do some operations, some programs over here. But for the big projects, actually this is not suitable. You can't do a website development over here. You can't do structuring of your project, you can't do a layering of your project over here. So it's suitable for small programs, for learning purpose, we can say. Okay, guys, one important thing, are you guys aware this Python, which language this is built in? This is purely built in C language. Yes, you heard it right, it's built in C language. Okay guys. Okay, one more important thing, right? One more important thing. uh, Here we have installed Python, right? What is the purpose of installing Python? What will happen? Because what will happen? Python installation means what we are doing. We need an interpreter, right? After the installation of Python, we are going to install PyCharm, and we will start running our programs in that PyCharm IDE, right? But you need an interpreter from backend which will run your programs. that printer, that interpreter is getting installed through this Python installation. And that's why we need Python to be installed on every machine. In addition to that interpreter, all kind of Python libraries are getting are getting installed with this installation. All kind of packages. You guys, you know that IntelliSense is also there. Once you start writing programs in your IDE, let's say you have declared a variable, and after that you will write variable name and dot. After just typing a dot, you will get many options over there. Right? That is the IntelliSense. Where it is coming, it's coming from this Python installation, and that's why Python installation is very, very important. Okay guys, so we saw Python installation, we know about IDLE. Now we will move to installation of PyCharm. Okay, because it's not possible to do big projects in IDLE. So I'm just closing this, and we will discuss how to install PyCharm. Again, go to your Google prompt and just type over here, download PyCharm. One important thing guys, again you will get many options over here, but always go with the official website. Actually there is nothing like official website, but JetBrains is a reputed name in IT industry, because JetBrains have developed many Java IDEs, so they have a reputed name. So let's go with the reputed person. Okay, so click over it. Guys, this PyCharm, actually I have used this PyCharm throughout my career whenever I worked on Python projects. So I have used PyCharm for website development. And let me tell you, this is superb. This gives excellent features to structure your project. It's very easy to manage, maintain your project with using this PyCharm. So guys, you can see on this page here, there are two options for PyCharm. Let me close this and let me increase my screen resolution so that you can see the two options over here. Okay. So see, we have got two options over here. One is professional and one is community. What is the difference? Community version is free. It's free of cost. You can download it. It's easy. I mean, it's good for learning concepts, learning Python programming. But if you want to do some kind of Python development activities, website development activities, you won't be able to do that in this community version. Okay. But in professional version, yes, you can do, you can learn concepts, Python concepts, and you can do website development activities, but it will cost you something. If you are interested to download that, you just check what is the cost and it's up to you. But I'll go with community version because I simply wanted to learn Python programming. Okay, so you guys can choose this community version. Just click over it, download, and it will again start downloading exe file. You just have to run that exe file to install PyCharm on your machine. Okay, I have already installed it, guys. So I'll tell you what happens after installation. We can verify how PyCharm looks like. So just go to your window search box and just type PyCharm. So you can see that PyCharm Community Edition 2022.1 is already installed on the machine. It's a 64-bit or 32-bit, that totally depends on you and your machine. Okay, so it's your choice. So PyCharm is already installed on my machine, and if I click it, it will open the PyCharm IDE. So in our coming sessions, mostly when we will start web development activities, after how we are going to do, we will learn the Python programming first, and after that we will start learning website development using Python. So that case, that time we will use PyCharm. Okay, so this is we are done with the installation of PyCharm as well. Now yes, the third and the very, very interesting option. This option is called as Anaconda. It's a free distribution. I mean, they have free distribution rights from for Python. Okay, so what will happen once you will install Anaconda? Anaconda gives you the access to each and every IDE which can be utilized, which can be used for development of Python or for development of Python related programs or development activities. Okay, so let's start. Again, you will have to come here, go to your Google prompt, just type something over here. What you will type, just type download Anaconda, right? Go with this second, sorry, anaconda.org. Okay, go with the first option again. So guys, we are here on this page. Here you can see the installing on Windows. So Anaconda, see the first link, download the Anaconda installer. Just click over it. It will install your Anaconda installer. And depending on your internet speed, it may take 15 minutes to 30 minutes to get installed Anaconda on your machine. But once you install Anaconda on your machine, you will be able to see this interface. I'll just show you that. See this Anaconda navigator, just click over it and you will see the magic now. It will this Anaconda navigator will give you access to each and every IDE which can be utilized for development of Python. So you can launch it from here. It's taking time, just wait for a couple of minutes. So guys, I hope you guys can see my screen clearly. See, each and every IDE is over here, including PyCharm, Jupyter, Spider, Notebook, right? Each and every famous IDEs are listed over here. So what you can do, you can launch these IDEs, whichever IDE you want to use for Python development activities, you can use it from here. You just click over it and that IDE will be launched, that IDE will be open for you to do your development activities. Okay. So what we are going to do, see here, two important ideas. One is PyCharm, which we have already discussed, right? The second one is Spider. Spider is also very good. I mean, most of the guys are using Spider as well. There are two important ideas which among the developer communities. If you see, one is PyCharm, yes, of course. The second is Spider. So what we are going to do from the next sessions, we are going to use Spider for learning Python concepts. But when we will start development activities, web development activities, we will use PyCharm. Okay, guys. So if I click over this spider or any of the IDE, just click over it and that IDE will open. See the launch button is there. Just click over it and this IDE will be launched on my machine where I can write programs, I can run programs. Isn't it interesting? So if you don't want PyCharm separately to be installed on your machine, don't install. Just install this Anaconda. And guys, one important thing over here, okay? This is first time now, so it may take time for Spider to open. But can you see this Jupyter notebook backside? This one, Jupyter notebook. Can you see the Jupyter notebook? It's very famous for writing Python code related to what? Python code related to machine learning. 99% of artificial and data science guys are using Jupyter notebook for writing machine learning programs. You can run your Python code also in notebook, but it's mostly preferred by those guys. It's towards more data science and artificial intelligence. Okay, so loading, it's taking some time. Okay, we will wait. So guys, you can see this Spider IDE, which is open now. You can start, I mean, you can write your programs over here. Initial file is temp.py. We will have more sessions on Spider, how we can utilize Spider for writing programs, for debugging programs. Okay.
Guys, one humble request. I need your suggestions to improve my videos because this is my first YouTube channel and I want you guys to suggest me whatever your feedback is, whether it's a positive or negative, that doesn't matter to me. I'll take it as a step to improve my videos. Okay, tell me about the content of the video, what you like, what you don't like. Okay, because based on your suggestions only, I'll try to improve my future videos. And guys, actually I want to make this session much interactive, but the way to interact is will go only through the comments. So please put your comments in a comment section. Okay guys, and one last thing, if you really like the video, please share, subscribe and like it, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get further notifications. Thank you.